going to keep separately all the teas and juniper berry and cloves and just the sweet ones, because even through the bag I can feel the smell of it, so it doesn't seal that much. And I'm going to keep them separately from the garlic powder and all the other. So I'm going to have the salty, I'm going to use this little box. I'm going to have a salty one and one is for the sweet. And I'm drinking this one, beet latte, and if you don't like the taste of the beet, this is the way to drink it. This is this is really good. I have a beet powder somewhere here. I have a hard time to use it up because it tastes like beet. I know it's a common thing that beets taste like beets, but in this latte they use some cinnamon and goji berry powder and ginger, ground black pepper. Oh, that's why it's stingy feeling, but it completely takes away that very strong beet taste, which I like when I eat the whole vegetable if it's cooked, but I don't like it in the drink. It's kind of like it has an aftertaste that it's kind of not my favorite, but in this one it's really good. I used some almond milk, and you can add a little bit of a maple syrup and just 1 teaspoon of that, and it's really good. This drawer is gonna be for my smoothie things, like this one, chlorella, kale powder, orange peel powder, and the beet latte is gonna go in there. Somebody was asking me how I do the transition between the jars when I bring in a new bag of food or dried goods. And what I like to do is I use, if it's something like staple like this, I use 2 jars, because 1, it's not enough, but 2, it's, I would say, almost too much. Like in that case it's not, because I still have some leftover, but I'm talking about 1 bag, it's about 1 1/4 of jars, so I can use 2 bags. So this is the leftover that I have, and what I like to do on a day when I fill up this jar, and I washed that previously, so I always wash them between filling up them. So this is the leftover that I have right now, and I could put this into the pantry, but I don't want to, and it's open, so I don't want to put it back because ants could find this, and also I can forget about it. That way when I see the jar, I know exactly how much I have. So what I like to do, I just keep it on the countertop on the day when I refill it. And today, now I know I'm going to bake some bread, because I'm just going to use it up. It's not as much of a flour to store it in an extra jar, but just enough to make a bread. So I'm trying to work around that a little and being flexible with the baking and cooking that way. And I know the boys will be appreciate the bread later on, so I'm just going to leave it here on the countertop and use it up. For next, I'm going to organize a little bit the onions and the garlic, and I'm just going to use this IKEA pot holder. I mean, you're supposed to put some plants in there, but I like that it's wood. It's made from bamboo, so it's gonna go well with the kitchen. And it's a perfect size. So we have organized those Legos previously, and Max had his clothes in this little dresser, but we wanted to have some hanging space, and I've got this from Amazon, and that has a hanging space, although it's not as big again as I imagined, but it will totally work. This is the space that we're gonna need, and we're going to work on the disaster corner. Okay, for now it looks a lot better, so eventually we want to have a built-in, but we don't have time to take care of that now, as we want to work on the kitchen and the bathrooms. So for now this is gonna be perfect. some smoothie, and I use some jackfruit and this berry mix. It's got all kinds of I don't know, berries. I am going to use some vanilla paste in there. And my sweet friend, she was decluttering her pantry and she gave me a bunch of things that I'm going to try, and one of them, this superfood creamer. So I'm going to put some in there with some almond milk, and this one is made from coconut milk powder and something that I can't even pronounce. Organic extra virgin coconut oil. So okay, we'll see. And here's another thing that I ordered off of Amazon, and I will put everything into my Amazon store, so make sure you know exactly what I bought. But this is a really fun thing. It's a pure blue spirulina powder, and I mainly got this for fun, just to color the food, because the boys' birthdays are coming up very soon and I want to make some blue food for them, like Lego gummy, things like that, and I'm going to try to use that in the smoothie. Oh wow, that is blue. Whoa, look. That is really blue. Woo. Oh my goodness. Make sure I don't get any on my countertop. Woo. Whoa, whoa, this is really blue. This is gonna be fun.